Welcome to the Black American Hebrew Unity Discussion, and I'm your host, your brother, Black Sheep. Come on in, brothers and sisters. This video here is just gonna be me tapping in with the House of Judah, with the Black Caucus. So come on in, man, and let's just thank God for the day. Another one He has made. You know what I'm saying? And and say yea, through I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, prayer, and let Him do it. Let our Father do it, because He is angry. He's very upset. You know what I mean? So, I'm just coming to tap in with you, brothers and sisters, smoke a cigarette with you, you know what I'm saying, and just talk about a couple things, that, we can, keep our eye open, for, for it. Bobtail. Bobtail. Hey. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? This is just, you know, uh, your brother Black Sheep tapping in with the House of Judah, the Black Caucus. And just to let you know, brothers and sisters, let us not forget, that it has been reported that a rogue submarine, or shall I say a submarine, went rogue. It's got stolen at the Russian port. I guess that's what they say. That has potential unclear weapons on it. And let us not forget that there has been, sightings of one of the Russian ships carrying intercontinental ballistic weapons on them, in the Pacific. Actually, real close to the shoreline of New York. Let us not forget this. Let us also not forget, brothers and sisters, that China is preparing for some form of an invasion of a country. We don't know which, and we don't know if it's one or two or three, but they're getting prepared for a mass invasion of who we do not know. Okay, at this time, they're trying to just say they're getting prepared for some form of confrontation with Tijuana. We don't know. Tijuana, brothers and sisters, on the other hand, is getting prepared through drills. Okay? Drills. So they're practicing these drills just in case they was to get invaded. Then they'll be more prepared. What else? They saying, people is in fear for their life because of Joe Biden has 101 or 100, no, 600. I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. Has 600 days in being in office, and the damage, the destructive damage that he can cause in the meantime and in between time. It has came out that Joe Biden has received some form of a bribing, okay, a large lump sum of something, whether it was money, something, in return for sensitive information between Russia and China. So, I'm just saying, as time go, brothers and sisters, is let's keep these events in mind. Because remember, we have 90 seconds till midnight, and ain't nobody paying attention. Okay, brothers and sisters? And let us also remember, and you can go review your news, let us remember that Russia has moved over 10, that's documented in the media, intercontinental ballistic missiles from one location to another location. And they're also saying that he's upping the artillery, the use of moderate artillery, like hypersonic missiles in the war in Ukraine. On top of their very own infrastructure being attacked and damaged in civilian cities. And let us also remember the tensions between Palestine and Israel is or is that is it Palestine or Afghanistan? Well, the Muslims and the Christians, if I'm not mistaken, over in this country over here, their tensions is rising also, brothers and sisters. And this is, news that I'm covering for the Black Caucus, because it's things happening up and over our heads that we're not aware of, and we are depending upon this government who, as it's, becoming more mainstream, that has not been telling, its citizens everything, and keeping us abreast on the moves it's making. You see, brothers and sisters. So I'm just saying, let us remember as we go deeper into the 21st century, deeper into 2023, actually. Okay? And what else shall we remember as we move forward? And all thing I could say, brothers and sisters, to keep in mind that I think it's Israel, if I'm not mistaken, that have a iron dome over their whole country, and they're getting bombed daily. It's a part of their daily life to have missiles blown out the sky. Deadly missiles. And just keep in mind that United States don't have such of an defensive infrastructure. So let's just keep in mind all these things as we move forward into the new, to this deeper into the finishing of 2023, and let's just pray that we make it into the next year with everything that's going on, brothers and sisters. 90 seconds on the clock. What's 90 seconds on the clock, brothers and sisters? Is that a year? Is that 6 months? Is that a year? Is that 2 years? What's 90 seconds on the clock, brothers and sisters? When they get their information from, how would you say, surveys, should I say, from across the country. And and sanctions have been lifted, brothers and sisters, which means Russia don't have to share their unclear information with the ballistic missiles and things of this nature, don't have to share their development with the United States. United States don't have to share their information with them, and so on and so forth. We don't know if it's in place with Russia. We don't know if it's in place with we don't know if it's in place with China, should I say. We don't know if China got the same, agreements of, keeping tally on, unclear waste and material. So let's just, stay abreast on things that's been covered, brothers and sisters. Things that we really shouldn't, let slip from our minds in this day and in this time, because Russia is not in communication with United States. So right now, as I'm speaking, how it used to be communicating, they're not communicating, period. So whatever Russia's planning, United States don't know. Whatever United States is planning, Russia don't know. And okay, so it's all about the first strike, brothers and sisters. The first strike. Okay, so we know when one get thrown, there's going to be others following, because one of those missiles on the submarines carry like 20 ballistic missiles that can devastate a whole city within not that long. And we looking at Joe Biden and the money that he got from Russia coming into the office. And we looking at the lofty transaction that took place between Joe Biden and his family and China. So I'm just saying, brothers and sisters, We are all, sick as far as the Black Caucus, and we are standing by letting, things take place without adhering to each other. And what we need to do, in these days and times to make a way for us in the future. And not to have our future snuffed up from up under us, in the middle of a ballistic transaction. Brothers and sisters, these people is fighting for territory while the Black Caucus is fighting to awaken and to stand free from destruction. But in our sleepy state that we are in, brothers and sisters, we just fodder for whatever destructive, mass destructive event that take place. We just fodder in it. And we wonder why Jesus say you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its savor, where shall it be seasoned or salted? Where shall it be salted? You see, brothers and sisters, and ain't nobody paying attention that we have a presence in the United States of America, but we have no governmental establishment in regards to all our safety. So, all right, brothers and sisters, tap in for the real brothers and sisters that wants to, come into the, 21st century as we are waking up, 22, 23 years behind schedule. Tap in and let's just, start communicating, knowing that Rome wasn't built overnight. So, we are all going to have to work toward, helping ourselves to come into our, original nationality as Hebrew Israelites, as the tribe and the house of Judah. Brothers and sisters, we have a presence. You have, majority Congress member leaders speaking, like Mitch McConnell saying that he don't know who we are. This is a majority leader, which means, brothers and sisters, what comes out his mouth, everybody in his cabinet, everybody feels the same. And that's Gerald Nadler, that's Sylvia Garcia, Mitch Johnson. They're all in the same, organized congressional organization. And they all don't know who Black Americans is. And the reparations that they're just now trying to give adherence to, brothers and sisters, it seems kind of strange. And I speak my piece on this part right here, brothers and sisters, and I'm going to let you go. But it seems kind of strange how reparations is coming up during a during a trial and error, and that's World War III, right, brothers and sisters? And it's also kind of strange that there's been talk on you know, the form reparations will come in. So it's just a knot, you know. It's not, knots is not that easy to take apart, especially the small ones. You know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? Yeah, so yeah, so you know what I'm saying, is this, you know, they, but yeah, but I say at first I was for, as far as reparations go, first I was for the money part, but you know, they're trying to get money out of circulation. So you go give a bunch of black folk, you know, fiat that don't have no value to it. See, and you know, at first I was for it, but you know, look at it now. You know, why can't we just go back to the basics? 40 acres and a mule. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? 40 acres and a mule. You see, so that's what I'm gonna be pushing, you know, as we go along, you know, back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you figure the fiat is losing its weight, its power to it. And then they're closing in on, you know, they closing in on us because they starting on the outskirts with businesses that only takes our self checkout, and then it don't take cash. You know, Walmart's now is not taking cash. You see, it's not in your city right now, and if it is in your city, tell me where you are. You know, leave a comment below and let me know where you are if you're hearing the direction of the show. Yeah, tell me where you are so we can get an idea on the closing in. You see? Yeah. So, you know, basically forcing us up under a whole nother way of consumption without even giving us, you know, a ways and means to evolve, to thrive. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, brothers and sisters, and me, I'm just doing my little music, brothers and sisters, trying to put the message out. So if you come to this show and you know, really not trying to be listening to, you know, old rusty, toasty, dusty, toasty Negro, then, and you like music, then go to the music and you can hear, you know, my, you know, message also through the music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to make a little music, man. They are considering the last days, and the clock is at 90 seconds, man, till midnight. You know? And people is biting their nails. Okay, right now. You know, Joe Biden has 600 days and you know, probably less than that, to so-called be out of office, and people are sweating because of the damage they claim he has already done. So what more can you do before you get out of office? And this show is just saying to the Black Caucus, let's not wait till anyone gets out of office or in office. Let's come ourselves, just like the Mexicans did. You know what I'm saying? We can learn a lot from the Mexicans because they came together, okay, up under one umbrella, and they fought their revolutionary war for the piece of land that they now possess. Okay, brothers and sisters. So Black Americans, we will have to come up under come up under our umbrella, and the way this show is pushing our umbrella is the House of Judah. This is our umbrella. If we can all come and accept who we are as the House of Judah, brothers and sisters, and start communicating with brothers and sisters in Africa, okay? Start communicating, I would say, in particularly those brothers and sisters, that's those Black Americans in Ghana, those Black Americans in Nigeria, those Black Americans in Demona. You know, start reaching out and can find some way on your own account. Okay, brothers and sisters, but just know it's an all account where we all playing that part. We have to separate from what we going through here and in our hearts, brothers and sisters. Some way, somehow, we have to. We have to. Okay, or else it's always going to be the few misguiding the whole, should I say. And right now, brothers and sisters, few that's misguiding all of us. We don't know, and the whole thing is we don't know who they are. Okay, but I'm beginning to build on the concept that not all skin folk is kinfolk, and you know that by if someone is, discriminative toward their own. It's easy. If you not talking Black American unity, power, and respect, then where is that putting you? What side is that putting you on? So all those brothers and sisters that wants to adopt these traits and bring them into our ways of living among each other, unity, power, and respect, then press subscribe, brothers and sisters. Let's start working on our future for the whole, all for all. And it will develop, brothers and sisters. It will develop. Because the one for all for one, it ain't been feeding us. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? It ain't been pulling us out of anything. Okay? You see what's going on with Joe Biden, and we are covered in the Bible also, where, it tells you that we're asking for this. We're asking God for this. And God tells us, he gives us what we want, but he warns us once he gives us what we want, what'll take place. And he always made us remember, this is what you asked for. We want to be like the other nations. Let me go, brothers and sisters. My time's running out here, but I covered some more news for you, brothers and sisters, and just wanted to smoke a cigarette with you and talk about a few things, try to help us to remember. So I'll catch you on the next video, brothers and sisters. One love, shalom, peace, and yeah.